Working the night shift at the sprawling Alcott office complex was never a part of my grand plan. Yet there I was, navigating the labyrinthine hallways in the hushed hours when the world slept. My job was simple: data entry and maintenance, tasks best suited for the solitude of the late night. One evening, as I settled into my usual corner cubicle, the soft hum of the fluorescent lights buzzed above me. It was past midnight, and one day I met Walter, the enigmatic security guard. He was a stout man, silver-haired and bearing the weathered look of someone who had seen it all. We exchanged nods, and a hesitant smile soon grew into casual conversation. I asked to him, "Long nights, huh?" my fingers tapping away on the keyboard. Walter leaned against the cubicle wall, a gleam in his eye. He said yes, usual doing my patrolling. We exchanged some short conversations, then he said with some creepy voice, "This place has more stories than you could imagine." Intrigued, I put my work aside and gestured for him to continue. Leaning in, Walter's voice dropped to a conspiratorial whisper, as if the very walls were eavesdropping. "Ever heard of the Alcott curse?" he asked, his gaze sweeping over the dimly lit office. I shook my head, my curiosity piqued. Walter launched into tales of inexplicable occurrences, flickering lights, unexplained drafts, and echoing whispers. He recounted the legend of a mysterious figure, a night worker who had vanished decades ago, leaving behind a trail of baffling sightings. I listened, captivated, as Walter's words painted a haunting picture of the building's eerie past. As the night wore on, I found myself engrossed in Walter's stories. He spoke of restless spirits and shadows that seemed to move on their own, his words weaving a tapestry of fear and fascination. The office complex, once a place of bustling activity, now held a secret history of unexplained phenomena. The next night, as I made my way out of the building, my mind was still consumed by Walter's tales. I chuckled at my own unease, chalking it up to the power of a good story told in the right setting. As I approached the exit, another security guard, Henry, greeted me. "Enjoy your shift?" Henry asked, a knowing grin playing on his lips. I nodded, my enthusiasm evident. "Yeah, Walter told me some incredible stories about this place." Henry's smile faltered, replaced by a puzzled look. "Walter, you say?" "Yeah, the security guard," I replied, growing more perplexed by the second. Henry's gaze turned serious, and he looked at me with a mix of concern and sympathy. "Son, there's no security guard named Walter here. Hasn't been for years." My heart raced as the realization sank in. The stories, the chilling stories, the whispered legends. They had all come from thin air, a figment of my imagination or something far more sinister. I stammered, struggling to find words. "But I talked to him. He told me about the Alcott curse and the night worker." Henry's expression darkened. "Son, that's impossible. No one named Walter has worked here since the fire that claimed this building years ago. We lost a night worker that night, too." My blood ran cold. The pieces fell into place. The tales of a vanished night worker, the flickering lights, the chilling whispers. I had been talking to a ghost, a lingering spirit of the very stories Walter had shared. As I walked away from the Alcott office complex that night, the weight of the truth settled upon me. The lines between reality and the supernatural had blurred, and I had unwittingly stepped into a realm where the past and present intertwined, leaving me forever haunted by the shadows of the night.